So first topic what we are going to revise right now is equations of your uniformly accelerated motion, where I'm talking about uniform and non-uniform motion. See, whenever we are talking about your V average, beta, average speed अगर हम लोग को निकालना है, तो V average value of anything in total physics में निकालना है, it will be always be integral of V into dt divided by T2 minus T1. If I need the average of your acceleration, A average will be equal to integral of your A into dt divided by your T2 minus of your T1. So average of anything, average of momentum निकालना है, तो integral of P into dt divided by your T2 minus of your T1. So average निकालने का अपने पास general formula जो है, so V average is equals to integral of your P into your dt divided by T2 minus T1 from the limits of your T1 to your T2. Is that first formula clear, beta?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Next one देखो बेटा, उसके बाद we'll be talking about the equations of motions and uniformly accelerated motion. That is V is equals to U plus AT, S is equals to UT plus half of your AT square, and V square is equals to U square plus 2S, and S is equals to U plus A by 2 into your 2n minus of your 1. These are the general formulas. I'm not going to waste much of your time in this one. These are the basic things which you should always carry in your mind in the kinematics. The next one, if I'm talking about your uniform circular motion right now, so for the uniform circular motion or for uniform motion is the one in which the speed is remaining constant, beta, and velocity may be changing. Can anyone tell me the difference between speed and velocity, beta? Speed is a scalar quantity, velocity is a vector quantity, and isn't it? So if I'm talking about uniform circular motion, see in the uniform circular motion, if I'm going from point A to your point B, say for example, if I'm going from your point A, say for example, point A to the point B. At point A, the velocity is in the positive y direction. At B, it is in the negative x direction. See, the direction of this velocity is changing or not? But speed of the particle is remaining constant. So as direction is continuously changing, so velocity may be changing, but speed will be remaining constant. The best example for that one is uniform circular motion. Is it clear? Is it clear? So for the uniform motion is the one in which speed is constant and velocity may be changing. So see here, when you're going from A, the velocity is in y-axis direction. When I'm going at your B, the velocity is still v bar, but it is in negative. So velocity is right now remaining for me the same, the value, but the direction is continuously changing. The best example is uniform circular motion. In the same way, in uniform motion along the straight line, differentiation of mod of dv by dt will be equal to 0, and the differentiation of your mod of dv by dt will be equal to your 0 part deflation. Though will be one and the same part deflation. So uniform circular motion along a straight line, the magnitude of the velocity and the magnitude of your speed and magnitude of the velocity will be always be same, isn't it? Because in a straight line, distance and displacement will be same. So speed and velocity will be the one and the same, isn't it? Chalo. The next one is general equation of a motion for acceleration, beta. A bar is equals to dv by your dt. A bar is equals to dv by dt. Velocity we know it is ds by dt or dx by your dt. Velocity को कभी-कभी x में लिखते हैं, so it is ds by dt or it is dx by dt. So in the place of e, I can write that one as dx by dt. So if I'm multiplying and simplifying it, d square x by dt square, or multiply and divide this total equation by dx beta. Up and bow. So now dx by dt will give me the velocity. So acceleration is also equal to v into dv by dx. These are the three different forms in which the acceleration has been represented. A bar is equals to your dv by dt. A bar is equals to d square x by dt square. And A bar is equals to v into dv by your dx part deflation. So this is a generally fifth formula which you need to remember in the kinematics part deflation. First one is nothing but of your v average beta. So v average value has been calculated by the formula integral of v into dt by your t2 minus t1. Then equations of your motion. The third one is about the uniform circular motion is the best example for the uniform motion. And uniform motion mod of your differentiation of your dv by dt is 0, and mod of total differentiation of dv by dt is equal to 0. Because in a straight line, distance and displacement will be equal to your same. Distance will be equal to your displacement. That means speed will be equal to velocity. And general equation of the motion is acceleration is dv by dt and velocity is dx by dt. So if in the place of v, I am writing dx by dt, I am getting d square x by dt square, or acceleration dv by dt, you divide and multiply by a dx. So this dx by dt will give me velocity. So it will be v into your dv by your dx. Is that clear? GER. GER. Next one. HUNGER, hunger. R. Next one is point number 6. If particle is starting from the rest with constant acceleration, then distance moved in the successive seconds will be 1:3:5. ये गैलीलियोस का ऑड नंबर फॉर्मूला, ये आप लोग को तो आइडिया होगा ही होगा. I am very hunger. HUNGER. GER. देखो चलो. So if a particle starts from the rest with a constant acceleration, then distance moved in the successive second will be in the ratio of what beta? 1:3:5. जिसको हम लोग गैलीलियोस ऑड नंबर फॉर्मूला बोलते हैं basically. Then let us try to come for some shortcuts beta in this one. Time taken by the bolt or your coin to hit the floor of the lift going up or down. I can use directly with the formula H is equal to half G plus or minus A into T square. You get unmute yourself beta. ठीक है चलो. So shortcuts में देखो, first one very important. Time taken by the bolt or coin to hit the floor of the lift going up or down. H will be equal to your half G plus or minus of your A into T square. Use the plus A when the lift is accelerating up or retarding in the down. Whether it is lift is accelerating up or retarding down, that are one and the same. So at that time I'll be taking G plus A. If the lift is moving down with a constant velocity, then acceleration will be 0. Then acceleration will be 0. When you will be using the negative sign beta? If it is moving in the downward direction, then you take it as of your downward direction as of your negative. The next one again very important, second one beta. Time taken to cross or overtake a train of length L1 and L2 with initial separation of x0. मान के चलो, this is your train 1, this is your train 1, and this one is your train 2. Initially the distance between them is x0. Train 1 is moving with velocity v1, train 2 is moving with velocity v2. Length of the first train is L1 and length of the second train is L2. Distance between them is x0. So time taken to cross or overtake the train of length L1 and L2. So time taken to cross both of them is calculated with the formula x is equal. So what you do is, first you take the separation between them x0, then you add the length of the total change plus L1 plus L2 divided by your v1 plus v2 plus or minus of v1. Here we'll be using the relative velocity concept beta. मान के चलो, if they are in the opposite direction, so use the negative sign when they are moving in the same direction and a positive sign when moving in opposite direction. When moving in opposite direction. Relative velocity का concept लगा रहे हैं. Now see in this one, the trains are moving in opposite. So velocity will be equal to how much beta? V2 plus V1. If they are moving in the same direction, then it will be equal to your V2 minus of your V1. Is it clear for everyone? These two shortcuts are very, very, very important. This will be a time consuming questions. There will be such questions on this one directly based upon this one beta, like a coin has been falling, accelerating the kinematic equations. You can directly use this one. Little bit of a practice will really get you answer in the fastest time. And a train wala bhi problem regularly aate rehta, time taken to cross this one. So time taken will be equal to your initial separation between the trains plus the total length of the train plus L1 plus L2 divided by relative velocity. Positive sign when they are moving in opposite direction, negative sign if they are moving in the same direction. Is the second shortcut formula clear for everyone? Chalo. Next one, third one dekh lijiye. This is also very, very important beta. If the two bodies have been thrown vertically upwards, with a velocity v1 and v2, then separation between them at any time is given by s is equals to v2 minus v1 into t when moving in the same direction. Once again, if two bodies have been thrown vertically upwards with a velocity v1 and v2, then separation between them at any time, because when you threw any two bodies in the upward direction beta, मान के चलो the first body is here right now and the first body is moving with velocity v1 and second body is moving with velocity v2. Obviously v1 is always greater than v2, so obviously there will be a certain separation between them, isn't it? So if the two bodies have been thrown vertically upwards with the velocities v1 and v2, then separation between them at any time can be calculated by the formula s is equals to your v2 minus v1 into t. This can be positive or negative beta. So that is the reason I have written the symbol of your summation. So when moving in the same direction, you take it as minus, and when you are moving in opposite direction, you take it as of your positive. Is that clear? देखो मैंने क्वेश्चन यहाँ पर देखा रखा है. bodies A and B are thrown vertically upwards with velocity 5 meters and 10 meters respectively. Both the bodies A and B are thrown vertically upwards with velocity 5 meters and 10 meters respectively. Find the separation between them after 1 second. So directly this shortcut formula, S is equals to 10 minus 5 into 1. That will give me answer in a word. Is that clear? That's very good. Chalo. The next one, this one question. An elevator in which a man is been standing and moving upwards with a constant acceleration of 1 meter per second square. At some instant, when the speed of elevator is 10 meter per second, the man drops a coin from the height of 2 meters. Find the time taken by the coin to reach the floor. Abhi maine bataya tha right now. So height of that one is calculated by this shortcut formula for the coin. H is equals to half G plus or minus of your A into your T square. So we can calculate the time from this one beta. See the question once again. An elevator in which the man is been standing is been moving upward with a constant acceleration of 1 meter per second square. And at some instant, when the speed of elevator is 10 meter per second, there is no role of this speed of the elevator beta. The man drops a coin from the height of 2 meters. Find the time taken by the coin to reach the floor. H is equals to half G plus of your A into T square. Isn't it? I told you if it is moving in the upward direction positive, downward direction negative. So time T will be equal to how much beta? Under root of 2H by G plus A. So height is given as how much for me? 2. Under root of 2 into 2 divided by your, this is 9.8 plus of your 1. So that will be equal to how much beta? 9.8 plus of your 1. That is 9.9. Approximately you can take 10 and simplify it. You will get the answer for that one. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
समझ में आया क्वेश्चन? एक बार देख लो जल्दी से. बहुत ही बढ़िया क्वेश्चन है एंड टाइम कंज्यूमिंग में बहुत कम समय में लगेगा क्वेश्चन करने का मेथड. सो दैट इज रियली वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट मॉडल. जस्ट गो थ्रू इट वंस बेटा. ठीक है, चलो. ठीक है, चलो. So this was about your some of the applications beta. इस पे जल्दी से हम लोग थोड़े थोड़े problems कर लेते हैं. I hope everyone knows the standard formulas beta. What do you mean by speed? Speed is equals to your distance divided by your time. Distance divided by your time, and it is what? A scalar quantity. It is a scalar quantity. Next one is nothing but of your velocity. Velocity is your vector quantity, and velocity is equals to your displacement divided by your time. Displacement divided by time. ठीक है, चलो. Let us try to do some problems based upon this one बेटा, faster way. उसके problems कहाँ गए? हाँ, चलो. See the first question बेटा. A particle is moving in a straight line from A to B for the first 30 kilometers with a speed of 10 kilometer per hour, and the next 60 kilometer with a speed of 20 kilometer per hour. Find the average speed and the average velocity. Okay. The first one is right now. A particle is moving in a straight line from A to B for the first 30 kilometers with a speed of your 10 kilometer per hour, and the next 60 kilometers with a speed of your 20 kilometer per hour. Find the average speed and as well as of your average velocity. क्लियर है? सो देखो जल्दी से मैं लिख रहा हूं यहाँ पर. ए टू बी जा रहा हूं. फर्स्ट 1 to C, first half of the distance right now. See here right now, a particle moves in a straight line from A to B for the first 30 kilometers with a speed of 30 kilometers with a speed of 10 kilometer per hour, and next 60 kilometers with a speed of your 20 kilometer per hour. What is asking the problem? Average speed and average velocity. Average speed means total distance by total time. Average velocity means total displacement by total time. Now to go from your A to C, तो कितना टाइम लग रहा है मुझे? T1. To go from your C to B, I'm getting a time of T2. So T1 is equals to distance by velocity. Distance is 30 divided by time. Time is given how much for me? 10 kilometer per hour. So this one will get cancelled. So we'll be getting 3 hours. Then to go from C to B, T2 will be equal to 60 divided by 20. 0 gets cancelled. So this will be taking 3 hours. So average speed is equals to total distance by total time. So total distance will be equal to 30 plus 60, that is equals to 90, divided by total time, T1 plus T2. T1 is 3 hours, T2 is equals to 3 hours, that is 3 plus 3, that will be 6. So it is 90 by 6, that will be equal to 15 kilometer per hour. Clear hai? And you know that for a straight line, distance will be equal to the displacement. So average velocity will be equal to average speed. So that is also equal to how much beta? 15 kilometer per hour. 15 kilometer per hour. Clear है सभी को? चलो, very good. Next one this. A particle is moving in a straight line from A to B for the first half of the distance with a speed v1 and the next half of the distance with a speed of your v2. A particle is moving in a straight line from A to B for the first half of the distance with a speed of how much beta? v1 and the next half of the distance with a speed v2. Find the average speed in each case. मैं ये करा देता हूँ, बाकी के आप लोग कर लो. Find the average speed in each case. देखो पहला वाला क्या बोला है बेसिकली, सभी के आंसर से आप लोग बाद में भी चेक कर सकते हो. फर्स्ट वाला देखो नंबर ये, first half of the distance d by 2 is moving with velocity v1 and second half of the distance is moving with a velocity v2. ठीक है. So to go from here to here I am taking a time t1 and to go from here to here I am taking a time of t2. So average speed is equals to total distance by total time. D by 2 plus d by 2, that will be equal to d. From here to here t1, from here to here t2. Now to from A to C, how do you calculate the time beta? T1 is equals to d by 2 divided by v1. So it is d by 2 times of v1. Then from C to B, T2 is equals to d by 2 by your v2. So that is equals to d by 2 times of v2. So average speed is equals to d by 2 times of v1 plus d by 2 times of v2. Everywhere d and d will get cancelled. So that will be equal to your 2 times of v1 v2 divided by your v1 plus of your v2. Is it clear for everyone? Is it clear for everyone? चलो, बाकी की application से बेटा, for the 1/3 of a distance with the speed v1, the next 2/3 of a distance with v2, you can do it out by the same method. Third one also you can try to do it out. The working I have already done there. You can just cross check it one basically. The next one better. Question number 7. A particle is moving from A to B for the first 1/3 of a time with the speed v1 and next 2/3 of a time with the speed v2. Find the average speed. कोई करके बता सकता है क्या? देखो जल्दी से एक रफ पेपर पे. I'll give you 2 minutes of your time for this question. कोई भी.
वो कौन के बोला गेम खेलते बोला पापा
3 v1 v2 v3 by v1 v2 v2 v3 plus v3 v1.
A particle moves from A to B for the first 1/3 time with a speed v1 and the next 2/3 time with a speed of your v2. Find the average speed.
3 v1 v2 by v2 plus 2 v1
3
3 v1 v2 by v1 v2.
देखो कितना आया मेरे को आंसर. देखो बेटा इसमें क्या बोला है यहाँ पर, a particle is moving from A to B for the first 1/3 time. यानी 1/3 टाइम मतलब टोटल टाइम अगर मान के चलो मेरे पास t0 है तो 1/3 टाइम मतलब t0 by 3 which is moving with v1 और उसका डिस्टेंस है d1. नेक्स्ट 2/3 टाइम यानी 2 by 3 times of t0 with a speed v2 and distance is d2. तो d1 कितना बन गया? v1 into t0 by 3 और d2 will be equal to how much बेटा? v2 into 2 t0 divided by 3. The average speed will be equal to d1 plus d2 divided by t0. So d1 is how much for me? v1 into your t0 by 3 plus v2 into 2 t0 divided by t0. Everywhere t0 will get cancelled beta, isn't it? So इसमें से t0 कॉमन ले लो. So it is v1 by 3 plus 2 v2 divided by 3. तो average speed कितना बना? v1 by 3 plus 2 v2 by 3 यानी v1 plus 2 v2 divided by 3. एग्जामिनेशन हॉल में आया तो काइनेमेटिक्स पूरे 2 साल पढ़ के बर्बाद, क्वेश्चन गया. हाँ चलो ये वाला देखो बेटा. A particle is moving in a straight line under a constant acceleration. It travels 15 meters in the 3rd second and 31 meters in the 7th second. Find the initial velocity and the constant acceleration. A particle is moving in a straight line under a constant acceleration. ठीक है ना? And it travels 15 meters in the 3rd second and 31 meters in the 7th second. So 3rd second के लिए फॉर्मूला क्या यूज करोगे बेटा? S is equals to UT plus half AT square. nth second के लिए फॉर्मूला S is equals to U plus A by 2 into 2n minus 1. Asking us to calculate initial velocity and constant acceleration. तो देखो for 3rd second Sn is equals to U plus A by 2 into 2n minus 1. So distance is how much for me? 15 is equals to U plus A by 2 into 2 into 3 minus 1. So I got this one as how much for me right now? 15 is equals to U plus 5A by 2. The same way next one. 31 is equals to your 31 is equals to your U plus A by 2 in 7th second 2 into 7 minus 1. So simplify kar lo, 2 7 is 14, 14 minus 1 is 13. So solve both of them. So we'll be getting initial velocity and as well as of your acceleration. Direct question. Chalo next one. A particle is been dropped from the top of the tower. And you know that whenever a particle is been dropped, बोल के बोल रहा है, तो उसकी initial velocity how much will be because 0. It is been dropped from the top of a tower of height 80 meters. Find the time of journey and the speed with which it strikes the ground. So this is a condition. देखो यहाँ पर basically This is your tower, height is 80 meters, a body has been dropped and it hits the ground with a speed of your v. So h is equals to ut plus half of your g into t square, because acceleration here is in the downward direction, so plus g. So height is 80, initial velocity is 0, half g into t square. 80 is equals to half, g value is 10 into t square. 2 1s are 2 5s are, 80 is equals to 5t square. So time how much I got? 5 seconds. 4 seconds. Once I get the time, then velocity will be equal to how much? V is equals to u plus gt. U is 0, g value is 10, time is 4. So that will be equal to 40 meter per second. Clear?
Yes,
Sure.
sir.
Next one. A particle is dropped from the top of a tower. Its displacement in the first 3 seconds and in the last second is same. Find the height of the tower. कोई बोल सकता है क्या? देखो इस I'll give you a minute of your time. जल्दी try करके बोलने की कोशिश करो कोई भी. A particle is dropped from the top of a tower. Its displacement in the first 3 seconds and in the last second is the same. Find the height of the tower. Find the height of the tower. You can give me answers in your chat box better.
5 seconds.
Find the height of the tower, पूछ रहा है. Height of the tower.
25.
25. चलो चेक करते हैं जल्दी से. 125 आया. देखो यहाँ से ड्रॉप किया बेटा. डिस्प्लेसमेंट इन द फर्स्ट 3 सेकेंड्स. h1 is equals to half into g into 3 square. तो ये बन गया half g into 9. डिस्प्लेसमेंट इन द लास्ट सेकेंड. लास्ट सेकेंड मान के चलो t नॉट है. तो h2 is equals to u plus half into g into 2 into t minus 1. तो u वैल्यू 0 है, t की वैल्यू t नॉट है. तो h2 is equals to g by 2 into 2 t naught minus 1. Given in the problem, the displacement in the first second is equals to displacement in the last second. So half g into 9 is equals to g by 2 into 2 t naught minus 1. G by 2 gets cancelled. 9 is equals to 2 t naught minus 1. तो टाइम कितना है मेरे पास? 5 seconds. Then height will be equal to how much for me? Height will be equal to u into t plus half g into t square. So it is equals to half. G value is 10. Time is nothing but 5 square. 2 into 5, there is nothing but 5. 2 5 is 5 square is 25. 25 5 is how much for me? So it is 25 into your 5. So 25 5 is 125 meters. So height of the tower will be equal to your 125 meters. ठीक है? चलो जल्दी से. A ball is dropped from the top of a tower. After 2 seconds, another ball is being thrown vertically upwards with a speed of 40 meters per second. After how much time and at what distance below the top of the tower the ball will meet? See, this all models are regular models. ऐसे models compulsory आपके दिमाग में रहना ही रहना है. जितने भी मैंने problems यहाँ पर select करके रखे हैं, ये questions as it is आपको याद होना है और वो मॉडल करने का मेथड भी याद करना. इससे हटके अपने को प्रॉब्लम्स नहीं आते. बहुत ही ज्यादा डिफिकल्ट नहीं होते. बट ओनली थिंग इज यू नीड टू अंडरस्टैंड द क्वेश्चन एंड ट्राई टू अप्लाई द basic equations of your motion to solve the numericals part. तो एक क्वेश्चन देखो बेटा. A ball is been dropped from the top of the tower. तो initial velocity again वैसे भी 0 हो जाएगी. After 2 seconds, another ball is being thrown vertically downwards with a speed of 40 meters per second. After how much time and what distance below the top of the tower the balls will meet? कोई बोल सकता है क्या? वन मिनट बोल रहे हैं. Or maybe another 1 or 2 days beta will be going even live on the YouTube. यही क्लास अपने लाइव हो जाएगी YouTube पे. तो डायरेक्टली आप YouTube के लिंक से भी आप लोग इसको देख सकते हैं डायरेक्टली. तो Zoom के जो भी है डायरेक्टली YouTube के लिंक के पे हम लोग कर लेंगे. I'm learning that things right now. Maybe another 2 or 3 days we'll try to set it out so that we can go live on the YouTube. चलो see the question beta. A ball is dropped from the top of the tower. After 2 seconds, another ball is thrown vertically downwards with a speed of 40 meters per second. एक तो drop किया हुआ है, another is been with a speed of 40 meters per second. So after how much time and at what distance below the top of the tower the balls will meet? Now tell me, is there any chance that there will be a meeting बेटा? Meet होने के chances है कि नहीं है? है ना बेटा? क्योंकि initial velocity यहाँ पर 0 है और next वाले ball की जो speed है 40 meter speed है. तो obviously बहुत ज्यादा स्पीड से फेंका जा रहा है. तो there is a condition that might be meeting. तो मान के चलो ये वाला ऐसा कुछ है. तो यहाँ पर देखो इनिशियल वेलोसिटी फर्स्ट कंडीशन मैंने ड्रॉप किया हुआ है और सेकंड कंडीशन में 40 मीटर से फेंका है. तो आफ्टर ट्रैवलिंग अ सर्टेन डिस्टेंस ऑफ h of this tower they both of them may be meeting. तो मान के चलो मैंने एक ही टावर पे करना था, लेकिन आपको अंडरस्टैंडिंग के लिए मैंने दो डिफरेंट टावर्स ड्रॉ किया, लेकिन एक ही टावर है, एक के नीचे करना है बेटा। तो मान के चलो आफ्टर ट्रैवलिंग ए डिस्टेंस ऑफ h they are been striking. So for the first case, as it is been dropped, h is equals to half into g into t square. Second one, h is equals to your, it is been dropped after how much time beta? After 2 seconds. So it is 40 into t minus 2 plus half into g into t minus 2 whole square. Is the step clear for everyone? फर्स्ट वन इज बीन आफ्टर t सेकंड्स, यानी t 2 सेकंड्स के बाद, यानी अगर ये यहां से यहां तक आने के लिए t सेकंड्स ले रहा है, तो दिस विल टेक t minus 2 seconds, देन ओनली दैट विल बी मीटिंग। तो वही जब वही एट दैट टाइम ओनली देयर इज अ पॉसिबिलिटी ऑफ योर कोलिजन, तो वरना कोलिजन नहीं होगा। तो दोनों का हाइट सेम हो जाएगा एट द पॉइंट ऑफ मीटिंग। सो हाफ ऑफ योर gt स्क्वायर इज इक्वल्स टू 40 into t minus 2 plus half into g into t minus 2 whole square. So in this one, see here right now, 40 into t minus 2 I'm bringing out because half g and half g are common. So these two common terms I'm taking on the other side. So it is half g into t square minus t minus 2 whole square. This is in the form of a minus b whole square form. तो इसका देखो कितना हो जाएगा, यहाँ पर हो गया 40 into your, this one is your 40 into t minus 2 into your half of your g value is nothing but 10. So this one is t square minus, this one is a minus b whole square का formula simplify कर लो, will be getting 2t minus 2 into your 2. So this one is 2 ones are, this one is nothing but of your how much better, this 0 has been gone, this 2 is also gone. So here it is 4. So 4 into t minus 2 is equals to 2t minus 2. So it is 4 into t is 40, 4 2 is 8, that is 2t minus 2. So 2, all the t terms you take on one side. So it is 8 minus 8 इधर चला जाएगा तो plus 8 आ जाएगा, and 2t इधर आ जाएगा, तो this will become for me 40 minus 2t. So that will be 2t is equals to your minus 2 plus 8. So t is equals to 3 seconds. So h will be equal to how much? Half into g into t square. So it is half, g value is 10, time is nothing but 9. So 5 meters. At a height of 45 meters, they will be meet. Sure. Next one. This is also very, very, very good question, beta. A ball is being thrown vertically up with a velocity u. It passes 3 points A, B, and C in the upward journey with velocity u by 2, u by 3, and u by 4 respectively. Find A, B by your BC. चलो कोई ट्राई करके देखो, एक 2 मिनट का टाइम लेके आराम से क्वेश्चन को डायग्राम ड्रॉ करो एंड अप्लाई द कैरेमेटिक इक्वेशन। देखो ट्राई करो जल्दी से, 2 मिनट का टाइम ले लो। 38 हो रहा है, 39 पे बता दूंगा। एक्चुअली बहुत ज्यादा क्लासेस चल रहे हैं बेटा इधर उधर, तो ये मटेरियल में जो रेडीमेड मिल गई, वरना मुझे लिखना पड़ता, क्योंकि ऑलमोस्ट लाइक 4-5 क्लासेस को टॉपिक्स चल रहा है, तो ऑलमोस्ट मैक्सिमम रिवीजन फर्स्ट ईयर सेकेंड ईयर हो रहे हैं, तो थोड़ा बहुत रेडीमेड मटेरियल मिल गया, उसीलिए आप लोग को जल्दी जल्दी हो जाएगा, वरना मुझे लिखना पड़ता है बेसिकली। तो नेक्स्ट चैप्टर का तो मेरे पास रेडी नहीं है, तो शायद मेरे को उसका लिखना ही पड़ेगा ड्यूरिंग द क्लास। 20/7 बोल रहे हैं कोई आंसर, चलो चेक कर लेते हैं बेटा। So ball is being thrown vertically up with a velocity u. It passes 3 points A, B, and C in the upward journey with velocity u by 2, u by 3, u by 4. Find the ratio of A, B by your BC. तो आंसर किसी ने आंसर दे रखा है 20/7. Yeah, very good. 20/7 is the answer. Who is given for me? 2001 to everyone. करते कौन है बेटा ये? चलो देख लो जल्दी से। बॉडी इज बीन थ्रोन अप बेटा, यू के पास, ए के पास क्या है, उसकी वेलोसिटी u by 2, बी के पास वेलोसिटी u by 3 और सी के पास वेलोसिटी u by 4, ठीक है ना। एंड यू हैव बीन प्रोजेक्टेड ए बॉडी अपवर्ड विद ए वेलोसिटी u. जैसे ही ए के पास गया, द वेलोसिटी हैज बिकम फॉर मी u by 2, एट ए पॉइंट बी इट इज u by 3, एट ए पॉइंट सी इट इज u by 4. Now see for example, between A and B if the height is h1, between B and C the height is h2. Is asking this ratio. You have projected the body in upward direction, so A is equals to minus g. So from A to B height, if I am calculating, I know the initial velocity and final velocity better in this one. It is the A initial velocity is u by 2, at B the final velocity is u by 3. So v square minus u square is equals to 2a into your s. Final velocity is u by 3 whole square, that is equals to a minus इधर ले लिया, so it is u by 2 whole square minus a value is minus, so it is minus of 2g into your h1. This is u square by 9 is equals to u square by 4 minus of 2g into your h1. So 2g into your h1 will be equal to, you simplify this one, this will become for me 5u square divided by 36. Then from B to C better. For B to C, U by 3 is initial velocity, U by 4 is your final velocity. Again, kinematic equation, V square minus U square is equals to 2S. So U by 4 is final velocity, U by 3 is initial velocity whole square minus 2G into H2. All the U terms you take on one side. So it is 2G into H2 will become for me 7U square by 144. So divide equation 1 by equation 2. So H1 by H2 is equals to, दोनों को divide कर लो, you simplify it, will get the answer. ठीक है? चलो. Next one. 48. A ball is being thrown vertically upwards with a speed 40 meter per second. Simultaneously, another ball is being dropped from a height of 200 meter in the same vertical line. When and where the ball will meet. ऐसे वाले problems आप लोगों को मुंह ज़बानी बेहतर याद होना चाहिए करने के लिए. एक बार क्वेश्चन पढ़ लो अच्छी तरह से. A ball is being thrown vertically upwards with a speed of 40 meter per second. Simultaneously, another ball is being dropped from a height 200 meter in the same vertical line. When and where the balls meet. कोई बोल सकता है क्या इसका आंसर? देखो जल्दी से. ट्राई कर लो. हो गया? चलो मैं बता देता हूँ. First ball is being projected up with 40 meter per second. Another body has been dropped. The initial velocity 0 हो गई. So it's somewhere in between them there be meeting. यानी if the upward body has been gone a distance of h, if the downward direct body has been gone to a distance of h, upward body might have been traveled a distance of how much better? 200 minus h, because the total height between A and B is 200 meters. So for the ball A, the one which has been projected, h is equals to 40 into t minus of half into g into t square, because you are projecting the body in upward direction, so A value will be minus g. इसके लिए u value will be equal to your how much will be 0 and g value will be equal to your positive. For the ball B, as it is been dropped, so and height distance traveled is 200 minus h is equals to half g into t square. So add both of them, beta. If I add both of them, 200 minus h plus h matlab h will get cancelled, so that will become 400. That is equals to, this is 40t, a minus a plus, so this 2 will get cancelled, so that will become 40t. So time taken at what time they will be meeting, beta? 5 seconds. So height will be equal to how much from the ground? 40t minus half of gt square. So 40 into 5 minus half g into g value is 10 into 5. Simplify kar lo, 75 meters. So the ball will meet after 5 seconds and at a height of 75 meters from the ground. अगर ऊपर से पूछा तो क्या कर लोगे आप? 200 minus of your what this one, this answer how much I got? 75. So 200 minus of 75, that will give me the height from the upper part of illusion. ठीक है? Next one. ये वाला भी कर लो, ये वाला भी कर लो. तो दिस आर द सम ऑफ स्टैंडर्ड क्वेश्चंस बेटा. एक बार आप लोग ट्राई कर लो, अगर हो गया तो अच्छी बात है, नहीं बोले तो आई ट्राई टू हेल्प यू आउट विद दिस वन. सो ये इंटीग्रेशन के एक दो प्रॉब्लम्स है. देखो बेटा जल्दी से मैं आपको एक दो क्वेश्चंस करा देता हूँ, उसके बाद देख लेते हैं whether we can do it or not. See this one. The displacement s of a particle moving in one direction under constant acceleration is related to the time t as t is equals to your root s plus 3. Find the displacement of the particle when its velocity is 0. When its velocity is 0, find the displacement पूछ रहा है. तो s दे रखा है बेटा अंडर रूट ऑफ योर s प्लस ऑफ योर t. तो देखो एक ऐसा करना है मेरे को, ऐसे इंपॉर्टेंट मॉडल होते हैं बेटा. s इज इक्वल टू रूट s प्लस ऑफ योर 3. तो s को बाहर निकालो, s r x भी हो सकता है. सो रूट s x इज इक्वल टू t minus 3. So s is equals to t minus 3 whole square. मैंने रूट निकाल दिया. So this is in the form of a minus b whole square. So it is a square minus of your 2 into your a into b. यानी 2 into t into 3. यानी 2 3 is 6 into t. Then 3 square is nothing but 9. तो s is equals to t square minus 60 plus 9 आ गया. तो velocity आ गया ds by dt. इसको डिफरेंशिएशन करो. Differentiation of your t square is 2t. Differentiation of 60 is nothing but c. Differentiation of 9 is 0. When velocity is 0 means अगर v को 0 डाल दोगे तो 2t minus 6 will be equal to 0. So at what time it is becoming 0 beta? 3 seconds. So at 3 seconds, what is the displacement? So s is equals to 3 square. S की value we got now here. S is equals to t square minus 60 plus of your 9. So at what time the velocity is becoming 0? 3 seconds. So at the time, what is the displacement means? S value will be equal to your, in the place of your t, 3 square minus 6 into 3 plus 9. So simplify it. 3 square is nothing but 9 plus 6 into 3 plus 9. So simplify karo, that will be coming for me 0. ये वाला भी उसी तरह से you can try to do it out. Okay, this is also direct question differentiation का. ये वाला भी देख लो जल्दी. 84th one. If a is equals to 3t square plus 2t, initial velocity is 5 meter per second. Find the velocity at t is equals to your 4 seconds. Okay. The motion is in a straight line. A is the acceleration in meter per second and t is the time in second. कोई कर सकता है क्या? देखो बेटा 84, वेरी वेरी गुड क्वेश्चन. If acceleration is 3t square plus 2t, initial velocity is 5 meter per second. Find the velocity at t is equals to 4 seconds. The motion is in a straight line, and a is the acceleration in meter per second square, and t is the time in your seconds. Acceleration दे रखा है मुझे, isn't it? What is asking for me? Find the velocity. तो क्या करना है? Integration. ये देखो basically. A is equals to 3t square plus 2t. Initial velocity दे रखा है 5 meter per second. Final velocity निकालना है. T is equals to 4 seconds. So A is equals to dv by dt. We need to calculate the velocity. So dv is equals to A into dt. Integrating on both the sides. Initial velocity is 5. Final velocity is v. At t is equals to 0. Velocity कितनी थी? 0. T is equals to 4 seconds. इसकी velocity कितनी है? v. तो integral of dv is nothing but v. A की वैल्यू डाल दो 3 into t square plus 2t into dt. Integral of your 3t square into dt कितना हो जाएगा बेटा? 3t cube by 3. Integral of 2t into dt will become how much for me? 2t square by 2. Limits are 0 to 4. This 3, this 3, this 2, this 2 will get cancelled. So upper limit minus lower limit. So v minus 5 is equals to t cube plus t square. Limits are 0 to 4. Now substitute upper limit and lower limit in the place of 3. This is 4 cube plus 4 square minus 0. तो ये बना कितना? 4 cube, that is 64. 4 square is 16. 64 plus 16 is nothing but 8. This minus will go here, so v will be equal to 85 meter per second. So this is an important model बेटा, इसको कंपलसरी करना है. बच्चे बहुत ज्यादा गलती करके आते हैं इस क्वेश्चन में, लिमिट्स लेने में गलती कर देते हैं, तो इसको थोड़ा ध्यान से करने की एक बार कोशिश करो. And this is also again very important question बेटा. The deceleration experienced by a moving motor boat after its engine is shut off is given by dv by dt is equal to minus of k into vq, where k is a constant. If v naught is the magnitude of the velocity at the shut off, find the velocity as a function of your time. इसका मतलब क्या है? देखो, मान के चलो मैं एक I'm going in a ship in a boat, or I'm going in a boat, और मान के चलो in a ship basically, और मान के चलो say for example boat. So the boat will be running, say for example with a petrol or maybe a diesel. Say for example the petrol gets ended after traveling certain distance in the water. So the moment the motor boat is been stopping, this here the deceleration experienced by a motor boat after its engine shut off. So when engine is shut off, when the diesel or petrol is over, the moment the engine is shut off, the deceleration is being given by dv by dt is equal to minus of t cube. अब देखो, when you moving car or moving cycle motor or moving ship, if the petrol or diesel is being what you call over at that moment of a time, will the car or the body will stop immediately, or will it travel certain distance?
It will travel certain
distance and finally come to the rest, ना बेटा?
Yes, sir.
तो यहाँ पर वही बोल रहा है, the deceleration experienced by a moving motor car after its engine is shut off. यानी इंजन जैसे ही शट ऑफ हो गया तो उसका डिसेलरेशन कितना आया? dv by dt is minus of k into vq, where k is a constant. If v naught is the magnitude of velocity as at the shut off, यानी जब जैसे ही इंजन शट ऑफ हुआ तो उसकी वेलोसिटी कितनी आ गई? v naught आ गई. Find the velocity as a function of time, यानी उसके बाद जितना डिस्टेंस वो ट्रैवल करा, you need to calculate the velocity as a function of your time. That is a question right now here. तो थोड़ा सा बड़ा है, लेंथी है, लेकिन इट्स वेरी गुड क्वेश्चन, आसान से हो जाएगा. देखो, सो dv by dt is minus of k into v cube. That is given for me in the problem. ठीक है ना? तो ऑल द v टर्म्स आप एक जगह ले लो, ये v है, ये v है, तो dv by v cube is equals to integral of minus of k into dt. So now v will go up, so v to the power of minus 3 into dv is equals to minus of k into dt. Initial velocity is nothing but how much at the shut off? v naught. After that it will travel a distance of v times 0 इसका t. Integral of v to the power of minus 3 into dv is how much बेटा? v power minus 2 divided by minus 2. यह फॉर्मूला याद है ना बेटा? इंटीग्रल ऑफ योर x to the power of n into your dx will be equal to how much for me? x into n plus 1 divided by your n plus 1. तो ये हो गया इंटीग्रल ऑफ v to the power of minus 3 into your dv will be equal to your v into your minus 3 plus 1 divided by minus 3 plus 1. So minus 3 plus 1 is v power minus 2 divided by minus 2. Limits are v naught to v, that is minus of k. Integral of dt is t. Limits are 0 to t. So minus 2 में से नीचे आ जाएगा तो कितना बन जाएगा? 1 by v square. This 2 I am taking on this side, so this minus will get cancelled, so 2k into t. Now upper limit minus lower limit substitute कर लो. Upper limit is 1 by v square, lower limit is 1 by v naught square, that is equals to 2 into kt. So 1 by v square is equals to minus इधर चले जाएगा तो प्लस हो जाएगा, so that will be equal to 1 by v naught square plus 2k into t. So 1 by v square is equals to, take the LCM of this one, v naught square 1 plus 2k t into your v naught square. तो v कितने आ गए मेरे पास? ये v इधर चले जाएगा तो ऊपर आ जाएगा, v is equals to v naught divided by under root of 1 plus 2k t into your v naught square. ये LCM यहाँ पर आ गया ना बेटा? ये यहाँ पर 1 है तो LCM कितना आ जाएगा? v naught square इसे 1 से मल्टीप्लाई करो तो चले जाएगा 1, तो इससे मल्टीप्लाई हो जाएगा तो 2k t into v naught square. तो v की वैल्यू निकालना है तो v is equals to v naught divided by under root of 1 plus 2k t into your v naught square. ठीक है। और एक अच्छा वाला भी कॉन्सेप्ट है बेटा, आई होप एवरीवन माइट हैव बीन नोन दिस वन, मैं आपको एक बार बता देता हूँ फिर भी आप लोग को, लेकिन रेगुलर मॉडल है जिसको आप लोग को करना बहुत ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट है आना। लाइक से मान के चलो, व्हेन ए बुलेट क्रॉसेस ए प्लैंक the speed of the bullet becomes 1 by n times. So find the number of identical planks. Find the number of your identical planks to be placed to stop the bullet. इसका रिजल्ट हम लोग डायरेक्टली शॉर्टकट याद रख सकते हैं बेटा, रेगुलर मॉडल है ये वाला भी। देखो यहाँ पर क्या बोल रहा है, व्हेन ए बुलेट क्रॉसेस ए प्लैंक, मान के चलो मेरे पास एक प्लैंक है यहाँ पर कहीं पर, सो दिस इज से फॉर एग्जांपल ऑफ योर प्लैंक एंड हियर देयर इज ए बुलेट। Okay, anyway, so when a bullet crosses a plank, the speed of the bullet becomes how much for me beta? 1 by n. So मान के चलो this one is your bullet and this is moving with what velocity? मान के चलो it is moving with a velocity of your v. The moment thickness of this one is say for example some t. So जैसे इसको पास करेगा इसकी velocity बन जाएगी कितनी बेटा? The velocity of this one is becoming for me how much? V by n. When a bullet crosses a plank, the speed of the bullet becomes 1 by n times. If initial velocity, if I'm taking v, after passing through this one, the velocity is becoming for me how much? V by n. Find the number of identical planks to be placed to stop the bullet. Now, in order to this bullet not to come out, how many such type of your planks should be kept? So, मान के चलो, say for example, I am keeping n identical slabs here right now. Say for example 1, say for example here 2, say for example here 3, then say for example here 4, and say for example like 5. I don't know how many like this. So go on, I'm keeping like this, isn't it? So मान के चलो, so from here to here, if each is of thickness t, so I'm keeping say for example x such planks. Now here the bullet is being moving with what velocity beta? So here it is now moving with your velocity of your v. Now final velocity here of the bullet which is been coming out must be equal to 0. That means it should be in this plank only. Is that it? Isn't it? So let's say for example x be the planks to be placed to stop the bullets beta. So if I'm writing the velocity of this one right now, so how do you write the equation? You see, so for this one final velocity is right now for me v by n into your whole square minus of your v square is equals to 2. So velocity agar kam ho rahi to acceleration will be reducing beta. So this will be equal to minus of your a into your t. V square minus u square is equals to 2a into your x. This t is nothing but time, is not time beta. This is the thickness. This is your thickness. S is equals to your t beta. Thickness. ठीक है ना? Don't take it as of your time. बाद में time मत समझ लेना. अब next condition में क्या है बेटा? In next condition, final velocity is becoming for me 0. Second equation. So here it is your 0 square minus initial velocity is v square, that is equals to 2. Acceleration is minus a. How many such planks I am keeping right now beta? X times. So x such times are for planks I am keeping there right now. So this is my your equation number 2. बस समझ में आई? Isn't it? अगर मैं इन दोनों को सिंप्लीफाई कर रहा हूं बेसिकली, तो देखो what I will be getting right now, ये v square यहाँ पर चले गया because v square will become common. So this will become for me 1 by n square minus 1. I am taking the help of these two equations. दोनों को divide कर लो, तो this v square will get cancelled. So 1 by n square will be equal to this 2 minus a will get cancelled. This thickness will get cancelled. So this will become for me 1 by x. So 1 minus of 1 by your n square will be equal to your 1 by your x. Can I write like this बेटा? क्योंकि यहाँ पर कितना आ जाएगा बेटा? -1 आ जाएगा ना, तो यहाँ पर कितना होगा? ये -1 होगा ना, क्योंकि यहाँ पर माइनस ऑफ v स्क्वायर में से -1 है। माइनस को निकालने के लिए क्या कर रहा हूँ मैं? 1 minus 1 by n square is equals to 1 by x. Is this step clear for everyone? Is this step clear for everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
ये
sir.
देखो बेटा, ये v स्क्वायर मैंने यहाँ पर मैं एक बार रफली कर देता हूँ। देखो ये v स्क्वायर मेरे पास कॉमन हो गया, 1 by n square minus 1 आ गया, डिवाइडेड बाय इसको कर रहा हूँ माइनस ऑफ v स्क्वायर, तो ये स्क्वायर चले गया, तो ये माइनस बचा ना बेटा। सो 1 by n square minus 1 डिवाइडेड बाय -1, that is equals to 1 by x. ये माइनस निकालने के लिए 1 minus of 1 by n square is equals to 1 by x लिख लिया। अब इसका एलसीएम ले लो, मेरे पास कितना आ रहा है? दिस विल बिकम फॉर मी n square, तो यहाँ पर बन गया मेरे पास n स्क्वायर माइनस 1 दैट इज इक्वल्स टू 1 बाई x। तो x की वैल्यू कितनी बन गई, x इज इक्वल्स टू योर n स्क्वायर डिवाइडेड बाई योर n स्क्वायर माइनस 1। तो ये बन गया मेरा डायरेक्ट शॉर्टकट फॉर्मूला। अगर वेलोसिटी v बाई 9 बोला समझो तो 9 स्क्वायर डिवाइडेड बाई 9 स्क्वायर माइनस 1। अगर वेलोसिटी मान के चलो v बाई 4 बोला तो 4 स्क्वायर डिवाइडेड बाई 4 स्क्वायर माइनस 1 दैट विल गिव मी द आंसर। क्लियर है?
Yes, sir.
बात समझ
Yes,
में आया?
sir.
ऐसा वाला क्वेश्चन में
Yes, sir. Yes,
ऐसा वाला तुम करोगे?
Yes, sir.
ये हो गया एक वाला। तो एक और मैं दे रहा हूँ, देखो आप लोग ट्राई करो, मैक्सिमम करने की कोशिश करो, जैसा मैंने अभी बताया वैसे ही करो। मान के चलो इफ आफ्टर क्रॉसिंग a plank the speed of a bullet reduces by 1 by n times of its initial determine the number of planks to be placed to stop the bullets चलो देखो क्वेश्चन जल्दी से क्या बोल रहा है। If after crossing a plank the speed of the bullet is reduced to 1 by n times of its initial, determine the number of planks to be placed to stop the bullet। अब बताओ क्या हो रहा। टर्मिनोलॉजी इंपॉर्टेंट है। After crossing the plank, the speed of the bullet is reducing by 1 by n times of its initial velocity। इसका मतलब क्या?
V by
वहीं पर गलती होगी, वो गलती नहीं करना है अपने को।
V minus V by
हाँ, someone is giving me the answer।
V minus
हाँ, reduces by मतलब कितना बेटा? आपके पास अगर 100 रुपीज है, मैं बोलूं आपने 50 रुपीज खत्म कर दिया तो क्या करोगे? 100 माइनस 50 करोगे कि 50 में से
minus 1 by n.
हाँ,
V minus 1 by n.
वेरी गुड। तो ये हो गया मेरे पास एक इनिशियल बुलेट, इस तरह से जा रहा था, इसकी वेलोसिटी मान के चलो v थी और इसका थिकनेस था मान के चलो t। जब यहाँ पर निकला ये बुलेट, जब यहाँ से निकला तो इसकी वेलोसिटी हियर द वेलोसिटी वाज बीन रिड्यूसिंग बाय हाउ मच? 1 by n। दैट मींस v minus of v by n। Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Now here is again this bullet and final velocity when the bullet is been coming out, so it should become for me 0. The thickness of this one is say मान के चलो this is your x times of your t। Clear? So let us assume we need x star of a planks। तो first one के लिए equation क्या लिखो? Again I am using the kinematic equation बेटा। v square minus u square is equals to 2a into your s। तो first one is nothing but final velocity v minus of your v by n into your whole square minus initial velocity is nothing but how much for me? v divided by your final का भी लिख रहा हूँ मैं, ये स्टेप का डायरेक्टली लिख रहा हूँ बेटा यहाँ पर। so this will be equal to your 0 minus of v square that is equals to 2 into minus a into your t divided by your 2 into minus a into x times of your t। ये वाला चले गया। इसमें से देखो अभी क्या आ रहा मुझे, इसमें क्या बन जाएगा जल्दी से देखो। दिस इज v माइनस v बाई योर n होल स्क्वायर। तो ये बन जाएगा मुझे, देखो जल्दी से, इट इज योर 1 माइनस, ये बन जाएगा मुझे 1 माइनस 1 बाई n होल स्क्वायर दैट इज इक्वल्स टू योर 80 और 80 भी चले जाएगा। सो दिस विल बिकम फॉर मी 1 बाई x। दिस इन द फॉर्म ऑफ व्हाट बेटा? 1 माइनस 1 बाई n, v स्क्वायर कॉमन है तो दैट विल बी v स्क्वायर चले जाएगा यहाँ पर बेसिकली। ठीक है ना? क्लियर है?
Yes, sir.
तो ये बन गया मुझे ये वाला। तो अब इसको सिंप्लीफाई कर लो। दिस इज योर 1 माइनस, इसका अगर मैं एलसीएम ले रहा हूँ तो इसको ऐसा भी लिख सकता हूँ क्या? n माइनस 1 डिवाइडेड बाई योर n होल स्क्वायर दैट इज इक्वल्स टू 1 बाई x। अब इसका एलसीएम करो बेसिकली, ये कितना आ रहा है देखो। दिस विल बिकम फॉर मी योर n स्क्वायर, दिस विल बिकम फॉर मी योर n स्क्वायर इनटू n, दिस विल बिकम फॉर मी 2n माइनस ऑफ 1। तो ये बन गया मेरे पास 1 बाई x। तो x की वैल्यू कितनी आ गई मेरे पास? x इज इक्वल्स टू योर n स्क्वायर डिवाइडेड बाई 2 into your n माइनस ऑफ योर 1। तो ये भी एक अच्छा खासा शॉर्टकट है बेटा, इसको भी आप लोग अपनी तरफ से याद कर। ठीक है?
Yes, sir.
सर इससे पहले वाले में और इसमें क्या फर्क था सर? इससे
हाँ
पहले
हाँ
में
हाँ
भी अपन
इससे
ब्रिज करे थे
इससे पहले में क्या करे थे वो थोड़ी ही किए था। देखो मैंने बता देता हूँ। इससे पहले में
1
से
by
क्वेश्चन ने
n
क्या
टाइम।
बोला, यहाँ पर देखो क्या बोला, व्हेन ए बुलेट क्रॉसेस ए प्लैंक द स्पीड ऑफ द बुलेट बिकम्स 1 by n टाइम्स डायरेक्टली। ये जो
से
वेलोसिटी v है ना, v
इसमें
by n टाइम्स
इनिशियल
बन गया,
इसमें
बिकम्स 1
इनिशियल
by
से
n टाइम्स।
-1 by हुआ।
हाँ अब यहाँ पर क्या बोला, इफ
Reduce.
आफ्टर क्रॉसिंग ए प्लैंक द स्पीड ऑफ द बुलेट रिड्यूसेस बाय 1 by n टाइम्स बोला है।
Of initial.
तो
यस
यहाँ पर
सर,
इसलिए हम लोग v माइनस v by n ले लिया।
यस सर,
ठीक है ना।
या थैंक
ये
यू।
दो डायरेक्ट शॉर्टकट फॉर्मूले से अच्छी तरह से याद रख लो। दैट विल, ये टाइम कंज्यूम करेगा इस पूरे कैलकुलेशन में। 99% अगर ऐसा वाला क्वेश्चन आया तो ये वाला कैलकुलेशन आप एग्जामिनेशन हॉल में बैठ के खेलते नहीं बैठ सकते, वरना आपको ये 3 से लेके 5 मिनट का टाइम लग जाएगा ऐसे वाले क्वेश्चन करने के लिए। तो ऐसे वाले क्वेश्चन के लिए डायरेक्टली रिजल्ट याद रख लेना, 102-3 बार कर लेना है तो आराम से इसका क्वेश्चन बन जाएगा बेसिकली। इज इट क्लियर?
Yes, sir.
यस सर,
Yes, sir.
थोड़ा बहुत जो भी 1 घंटे में मेरे से हो सकता था काइनेमेटिक्स का रिवीजन मैंने पूरा करने की कोशिश की। कल की क्लास में अपना ग्राफ का रिवीजन होगा बेटा, कल संडे है तो आई डोंट नो एट व्हाट टाइम आई मे बी टेकिंग द क्लास। आई विल इन्फॉर्म यू बिफोर 1 hour। आई टेक द क्लास ऑन द संडेज, जनरली मैं लेता नहीं हूँ लेकिन शेड्यूल में हम लोग ने ऑलरेडी दे रखे हैं, इसीलिए हम लोग कल की क्लास में थोड़ा बहुत ग्राफ्स और रिलेटिव वेलोसिटी का एप्लीकेशन कर लेंगे अच्छी तरह से, और एक प्रॉब्लम्स ऑन मोशन इन वन स्ट्रेट लाइन। और एक जो देखो बेटा, आज ही आप लोग काइनेमेटिक्स के पीवाईक्यूज खत्म कर लो। प्रीवियस लास्ट ईयर्स के जो भी मैंने एमटीजी के बुक्स आपको भेजे थे उसमें से पीवाईक्यूज के काइनेमेटिक 1D डायमेंशन को आज ही फुल स्टॉप कर लो। एक 40 क्वेश्चन रहेंगे या 30 क्वेश्चन रहेंगे, आप 1 घंटे की क्लास होगी और 1 घंटा बैठो वो खाली पीवाईक्यूज करो, पहले पूरे पीवाईक्यूज करो, खत्म कर दो, फुल स्टॉप। कल की क्लास में मैं आपको और थोड़े बहुत अच्छे वाले क्वेश्चंस करा दूंगा, उसको एक बार देख लो, और ग्राफ कैसा करना वो थोड़ा मैं एक बार करा देता हूँ आप लोग को, और रिलेटिव वेलोसिटी का थोड़ा इंट्रोडक्शन दूंगा सो दैट मच डीप में नहीं जाएंगे, सो डोंट वेस्ट द टाइम बिहाइंड दैट वन। तो कल की क्लास में हम लोग का ग्राफ करेंगे, रिलेटिव वेलोसिटी करेंगे एंड प्रॉब्लम्स ऑन योर मोशन इन 1D, अच्छे वाले प्रॉब्लम्स करेंगे। और आपका रोल क्या है आज, यू ट्राई टू डू द पीवाईक्यूज फ्रॉम दिस टॉपिक। इज इट क्लियर फॉर एवरीवन?
Okay, sir.
और एक बात बेटा, यूनिट्स एंड डायमेंशंस और क्या बोलते हैं एरर्स का मैं एक असाइनमेंट अभी एक आधे घंटे में आप लोग को भेजूंगा, विद सॉल्यूशंस भेजूंगा। प्लीज वो भी एक आधा घंटा टाइम निकाल के उसको भी एक बार गो थ्रू करने की कोशिश करिए। ठीक है?
Okay, sir.
Okay, sir.
ठीक है। If there are any suggestions, you please let me know to increase the speed या decrease the speed, क्योंकि 1 घंटे में हल्लू बोलते बैठेंगे तो और लिखते बैठे रहेंगे तो हमारा रिवीजन नहीं होगा। तो जहां पर आपका थोड़ा बहुत डिफरेंशिएशन इंटीग्रेशन की कैलकुलेशंस नहीं आ रहे तो क्रॉस चेक कर लो एक बार। मेरा बेसिक मैथमेटिक्स लेक्चर भी है, वहां पर भी आप लोग एक बार जाके बेसिक मैथमेटिक्स देख लो, जल्दी जल्दी डबल एक्स या 1.5x में डाल के आप लोग डिफरेंशिएशन इंटीग्रेशन एक बार जल्दी जल्दी कर लो, दैट विल बी हेल्प इट आउट। और नहीं आ रहा तो मैं भी कुछ नहीं कर सकता, क्योंकि अब वो बेसिक पूरा बोलते हुए बैठने का टाइम अपने पास अभी नहीं होगा। खाली अच्छे वाले मॉडल्स, अच्छे वाले क्वेश्चंस रिवाइज करने का टाइम है ये, तो सिर्फ रिवीजन है। सो डोंट एक्सपेक्ट मी टू डू ईच एंड एवरीथिंग इन वेरी डिटेयली एंड स्लोली। अगर आपको मैथ थोड़ा बहुत वीक हो रहा है कैलकुलेशन में, डिफरेंशिएशन इंटीग्रेशन में, तो गो थ्रू द चैनल। उसमें नीट में मैंने 5 या 6 सेक्शंस में बेसिक मैथमेटिक्स लगाया, 2x में या 1.x में डाल के पूरे लेक्चर्स को एक आधा घंटे 1 घंटे में कंप्लीट करने की कोशिश करो, स्पेशली डिफरेंशिएशन इंटीग्रेशन। और काइनेमेटिक्स में बेसिक क्वेश्चन आएगा बेटा, आप लोग को बड़ा डरने की बात नहीं है, लेकिन बेसिक क्वेश्चन भी आप लोग को करने के लिए आना चाहिए, इसलिए मैंने पूरे क्वेश्चन इसमें डाल रखा है। मैंने जितने भी प्रॉब्लम्स आपको भेज रहा हूँ असाइनमेंट्स और पीडीएफ, उसको भी एक बार खत्म करने की कोशिश करो। ठीक है?
ठीक है सर।
चलो ठीक है,
ओके सर,
थैंक यू,
Yes, sir.
जज़ाकल्लाह बेटा, बाय।
थैंक यू।